Oh my God. They found me. I don't know how, but they found me. Run for it, Marty!
Hey YouTube, welcome to Thursday Night Live with Fat Pastor, and my co-host tonight is amazing Casey.
Hey everybody, good evening.
Casey Quadtronic, sorry.
Oh,
It's still in the race frame of mind. Got a few people already in chat talking. The link is in the chat if you would like to join us tonight. We're going to be talking a little bit about the race and doing some live giveaways. I've got some stuff that I had to clean out. You might notice room's a little different. Going through some stuff and come across some stuff that I'm no longer using. So I'm going to give it away if someone can just pay the shipping. They can have it on some of them.
oh.
So yeah, we've got.
Sounds like you're in for a treat if you
we got
can join
8-bit.
us tonight.
Yeah, we got 8-bit in the chat. We got McFlies and Pop Shops with us, and Double A, and Off Grid Everything. Craig Hester. Craig, are you the Craig that I know? Friend of my brother's. Maybe
interesting.
Maybe someone local here that I know. I know a Craig Hester. Well, we're gonna get right into some things tonight, and talk a little bit about the race. The link, like I said, if you want to join StreamYard, the link is in the description. And also, there's a cryon on the bottom down there telling you how to do it. So, yes, sir, that's me. All right, man. I didn't know you was into quads. But
awesome.
Hey, yeah.
And T-Rex.
Play with us sometime. Yeah, T-Rex. That's right. T-Rex, I barely squeaked him out on the race because just because of Magic Smoke's the only reason why I won. We'll call it that. Tonight, I want to talk a little bit about the race and invite everybody to come out. We're going to be planning another one probably in March sometime. There's a lot going on in March. So it may be middle March or something because there's a lot going on at the end of March, but we're going to try to put together another one. We had a good turnout this time. There is a 5-hour long stream where we were there whoop racing. You can find that on my channel under the live events or the live videos. But yeah, we had a real good time. Set up some different kind of gates and all, and looks like we got someone popping in here.
I got quite a few pictures I can show you all here shortly, and maybe a vid or two.
Howdy.
Hey guys.
How's it going?
What up, folks?
How y'all doing?
I see y'all are in the same house again.
It's beautiful home.
It's got the backdrop there.
Yeah.
I don't know if we got your audio. Try again.
Can you hear us okay?
Yes.
Yep. Got you now. Yeah, it was a really good time last week. I apologize to all of those in the race I will get your scores, your points at least, and your times off of the timer.
Yes.
I've been very busy since the race, um, getting prepared for the next race. I actually spent all day Tuesday. Yeah, spent all day Tuesday getting this.
Yes.
Just a little 16-foot travel trailer that
Cool.
no more sleeping on an air mattress. So had to get something small enough for my Jeep to pull. And any bigger, and I don't think it would have done it. It was protesting. It was protesting. We'll get the chat here in just a second.
Yes.
Yep. All right. Got. All right. It's showing that your device is not connected there, T-Rex. So.
Yeah, we're using a different headset. I've got it connected to my phone.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
So we can just leave me.
Yeah,
the way
that's.
I am.
We were comparing notes on what to mute. If we have the YouTube and the StreamYard one going at the same time with these headsets, we hear everything twice.
Yeah, you
Oh,
gotta
yeah.
you
Because
gotta
there's a
mute.
lag between StreamYard and so you have to
Yeah.
mute YouTube.
Right.
Mute the YouTube. Yeah, that's the best one to do.
Right.
That's the best one to do. So
Yeah,
I
it took me a
apologize that I
minute
haven't
to
got the
figure it
times
out.
up yet today.
Oh. Losing tons of sleep about that.
This week is not shirt of the week. This week is
not underwear of the week. Please God, not underwear of the week.
No, it's shorts. I don't know. I'm not tall enough. Fat guy. It's shorts of the week. It's Fat Faster Shorts on my Teesprings page. So right there on my leg.
There you go.
It's the logo. They're nice
You know
shorts.
you want some.
Pocketed and all of that.
Yeah.
Let me get
Be cruising around the house in
shameless
style.
plug.
That's
Shameless
the
plug.
style.
Shameless plug. There we go. Now we just changed there to how you can support the channel. You can support it by PayPal. You can support it through Buy Me a Coffee, which I don't drink coffee, but you can still buy me one, or the Teesprings. At the Teesprings, all of the money from Teesprings goes back into Soki Multi-Rotors for doing more races.
Mm-hmm.
So
That's right.
let's.
So
Making things better.
we were getting everything set up. You got the camper?
It's out in my driveway.
Nice.
Set up.
That's awesome. I was
Congratulations.
going to send you a message and tell you if you needed any help getting it home or anything, give me a holler. I can set these things up in my sleep.
Yeah, I got it home. That they forgot to order the mirror extensions because the camper's about this much wider on either side of my vehicle.
Yeah.
And so it's like this cone going out. Unless you're in what used to be my blind spot, I they ordered the wrong ones and tried to get some universal one strapped on, and it wasn't working. And yes, they got pockets. AA. I mean, I'm trying to squirrel. You'll have to bear with me. But yeah, I got it.
It's ready for the.
I went ahead and had them put how I told you they only had the 2 jack downs in the bottom. They put 2 more up on the front. And so I've got the supports all the way around it because I'm a full-figured gal.
Yeah, you'll appreciate that. Yeah.
But they sold me the wrong plug thing for the camper to my house, and so I'm out today getting that, trying to get it all set up. But it's 3/4 of the way set up. If I wanted to, I could sleep in it tonight. So
Good deal.
Yeah. So that's ready to go. That's ready to go. I don't
The
have any
new camper smell is just like the new car smell.
Yeah. Yeah. Now this one was a demo model, so
it's like
awesome. it doesn't have as much the new camper smell in it, but it doesn't have an old camper smell, which
That's important.
Double A
That's
says
very important.
nice.
yeah,
Double A
That's
says
very
nice.
important.
Off grid, everything said nice.
yeah.
They all like it.
Shorts of the week.
Yeah.
Remember, Casey, you can click on them and
Yeah.
pop
Well,
up there.
I didn't want to blow you. Okay, I got that.
Yeah.
Thank you for reminding me.
I'm not ready for the beach. I'm ready for a nap. It's been, as some of you can see right here, the room has changed around. One of my gun safes
Just a little bit.
It's over. Yeah, just a little
right
bit.
behind me, and so I moving around a gun safe that weighs more than you is 4 times moving it. It would wipe you out, but yeah. So nothing in that gun safe. I don't own guns.
No, I lost mine in a boat in an accident.
Those things are dangerous.
Yeah.
They kill people all by themselves.
Just jump up and take off running.
That's right.
Why not take a nap on the beach with a margarita? Because margaritas don't sleep.
No, they don't. That's Double A. Yes, yeah. Double A says he could use something like that. Yeah, and then you can come down and stay all week long
and race with us.
Yeah, and race with us.
I can testify.
Yes.
As long as the races aren't on Sunday, there's room for a camper in the parking lot.
There's room for a couple, right?
Oh, well, I didn't want to, extend your generosity. I can tell you there's room for one and some more.
Then we got,
Why not take a nap on the beach with that margarita? That's what one visionario said. Yep, the truck is somewhat of a necessity. So
oh yeah.
We got Master Roshi.
Master Roshi.
Yeah.
But,
Good evening, brother. Good evening. I want to get right into some stuff tonight, so I'm going to start off with mailbag. So,
Here it comes.
Mail time. The mail's here. Here's the mail that never fails. It makes me want to wag my tail. When it comes, I want a whale mail.
It makes me smile to think my friends will say, I wonder what's in the mail today. What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today? I wonder.
Mail call! Copper bottom. This one's from your mom. Oh, is there anything for me? Oh, I got something for you. That's from my sister.
I recognize the handwriting.
What's in the mail today? What's in the mail today?
yeah, I love it.
recognize the handwriting. Received this actually yesterday. I've got a lot of other stuff in the mail lately. A lot of it is pertaining to the camper, but this is a big shout out and a big thanks to my friend Scott there for showing these to me. And it's just two just like
I know what these are. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
They are great if you're going to be doing digital, especially digital whoop racing. It's just a little USB.
They're perfect.
It is perfect. You put it right on the starting block. I don't know if y'all can hear this crinkling in your ear, but if you can, bear with me.
Oh,
So while he opens that,
Casey eating cereal.
yeah, I was like this right before the stream, trying to hurry up and get done.
It's all got dampening on it and all of that. It worked well. I did notice on, I don't know if y'all noticed it on your analog, if it did on your analog, but on my HDzero, if the setting was up like on high, where the quad was kind of doing this, it would never calibrate. So,
oh
yeah, I mean,
It'll give you a
It's
little
kind
bit
of
of
like
lift.
levitating.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, so you got to
Pretty
turn. You
Apparently,
gotta
my
turn
quads
it.
aren't light enough to race because I did not run into that problem.
That's great.
45 millimeter whoop.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right.
That's
No,
great.
grams,
Heck
grams,
yeah.
not millimeters. Yeah.
Grams. Oh, we knew what you meant. We knew what you meant.
Yeah.
So speaking
Yes.
of HDzero stuff, Casey, whatever came of your problem child? Did we get it worked out? What's going on with that?
Still in the box and timeout.
Still in the timeout, misbehaving.
Yeah. Yeah. I just come to the conclusion that the flight controller ESC literally pooped the bed. So I'm just gonna replace it. Just get a new replacement.
All right.
Did you actually try the switching of the motors with one of your motors instead of one of my used ones?
Yeah, I used one of these newer Zing motors and nah, nada.
Really?
Yeah, it just does the 3 attempts. Like it'll go, uh, and then it'll stop. It'll do that to every engine. It's so weird. I don't engine motor. It'll do that to every motor, and I don't understand why. So awkward.
All right. Well, what we're going to do tonight, we're going to chat. We're all
Thanks for
things,
asking.
talk about all things racing, all things FPV. You can ask your questions if you got them. Double A says you can meter the FETs.
Hey, I
if
was
you want
wondering
to.
about that.
Uh,
Thank you. Any
That
suggestions from you
sounds
guys? I'm open. I'm open to all.
sounds above my pay grade.
Yeah, I don't even know what that.
What I use-
like,
what
I got him on FETs, but like,
Would I just like put a bunch of flux on there and heat it with my heat gun?
well, yeah.
Pretty much.
No, I think he's
Uh,
talking about maybe putting
meter.
a voltmeter on it
Yeah, and
and
find out
see
which
if you
one.
get
Yeah.
the same voltage coming through each FET.
That makes sense.
Oh yeah, like
Resistance.
running it up and see if you're getting the same readings across all of
Meter
them.
the fence.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but now that we
would be-
talked through that and y'all explained it to me.
Yeah.
Well, let me tell you something I want to do. I called this one a giveaway tonight because that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to give away some stuff.
Oh yeah.
At 8:00. One is. Let me switch just exclusively
Go
to my
ahead.
bench cam.
Go ahead. I'll pop up there.
There we go. One is brand new in the package. That is a Beta 95 whoop frame. Still in the package. It's got the carbon fiber underneath it. Never been opened. That'll be given away tonight.
Oh yeah.
What size motors would you put on a 95 frame? That's big.
You'd put at 1103, 1104, stuff like that.
I think
Think I could fit some
95
1505s?
is 2.5 inch.
Would 15s fit on it?
15, I don't know.
I
don't know. I've got 4 of these.
Oh.
These are the whoops. They go on many different things. The Cloud 149. I actually
every now and then
I got 2 red ones and 2 black ones.
There you go.
Those will go together, and I'll explain in a minute how the giveaway is going to work. And you guys are going to be surprised. I hope you're surprised, pleasantly surprised. And I'm going to I was telling somebody about this, and they laughed.
That's a balloon animal balloons.
This is a balloon animal balloon, but what these are perfect for, it's got the little pump in it. If you are learning or you're beginning to fly indoors, you blow these up and you tie them in a triangle or a square, and you take some tape and tape them to the walls, and it becomes a whoop gate.
Oh yeah, that's a good
Mark,
idea.
you've seen me try to fly through gates. I mean, like I'm just spending the rest. I could just kill the middleman and blow up balloons.
Or you could just bounce off balloons, soft balloons.
Yeah, there you go.
So,
there's you a question there. That's going to be a whole conversation.
What's that
That's
about?
a long conversation.
Are we talking about the remote ID one?
That's
One
a
vision,
whole.
one vision.
That's a whole big, huge.
Well,
Do you want to even get in that right now?
well, yeah. My thoughts are,
Pro it.
let's support
Yeah,
them.
let's hear it.
Let's do it. But the likelihood of that is minuscule. I think the jump is too great.
Did any of y'all
That's 2
catch
pounds, right?
when I say no? Yeah, 2.2. Yeah, not no to you. To the whole group, everybody in chat, Marty, Casey. Did any of y'all happen to see Mr. Bardwell's live stream last night where Blunty was talking about where 250 grams comes from?
Yeah.
Yes.
Like France
Yes.
back in.
Yes.
Well, somebody
back in the
pulled it out of their
60s.
backside in like the
Yeah.
1800s or something.
Yeah.
It's like,
yeah. It came from like way
what
back
is
when.
this?
You'll
What is
shoot
this?
a
So,
cannonball more than 250 grams.
Yeah,
Yeah.
I think a well-spoken person could probably make an argument that 250 grams is an amazingly unrealistic number.
Yes.
So yeah, my thoughts on it is I'm pro it. I think we should push hard for that.
For the whole 1K, definitely.
Yeah, because
up to 1,000
yeah.
grams. Yes.
Me personally, I think that it's going to be hard pressed to get the 1K, but it's kind of like any negotiations. You ask big, and then if they say 500 grams, okay, we can get 5-inch quads under 500 grams.
That's why you ask for 10,000 grams.
Right.
Oh,
Yes.
right.
But
if you go back,
my concern there is
the AMA, they've been flying under 55 pounds for decades.
What is the FPV I got? What is SC? What AA? What are you referring to, sir?
FPV Freedom Coalition.
Freedom Coalition. Okay. Yeah.
And he's saying
also Flight Test has a form that they are requesting people go on their site and just cut and paste that form and send it to your senators. I think we would have been more well pressed when I think it was Senator Cotton and a few of the others back at the early stages of this were pushing for that you, in addition to FRIAs, that you could fly over your own property, which we don't have that. And from what I'm understanding, I'm in the process of getting the paperwork started and all that for a FRIA out at the church. The dilemma that I'm running into is I live less than 3 miles from the church. If I get a FRIA at the church, the FAA most likely is not going to give me a FRIA at my house. So, and I know they're telling people to apply for FRIAs at your house and all of that, but they're just, me personally, my thoughts is that there's money. It's not as much about the danger of the quad or anything like that. It's more.
If there's no money in it, there'd be no regulation there'd be no legislation for it. If
Google
the
and all of these other
anything
companies
for the betterment of the people, you're out of your mind.
Right.
I work for the government, and the scariest phrase that you hear on a daily basis is, "I'm from the government, and I'm here to help."
Yeah, there you go.
Right.
Boom.
Yeah, wasn't that a quote from Ronald Reagan? Yeah. You see them approving 500, maybe 700. Yeah. Now, and my personal thoughts on it. This is just my personal thoughts. I used to fly, and you'll see here's another thing in the giveaway. This is tonight.
I didn't realize that I had a 7-inch quad in my house. I didn't realize I even had that.
This is a giant bag of 5-inch props. All kinds of them. It's probably 100 props in here, maybe.
Oh, wow.
And that's going to go as one unit. But I don't fly a 5-inch anymore because, some of you know I hit myself with it. I crashed and I was just getting a brain injury, and had that thing hit me in the head, it probably would have been a relapse or something. So I like to fly this. This is this quad right here. I fly this mostly. If I'm going to fly against 5-inch racers, this is the Racer X 3-inch, and I am faster with this than I am a 5-inch with 6S. But I'm almost 50 years old too, so I'm not I'm not a younger man ripping around here. So my personal opinion is
leave that up to me.
Is you need to be careful with a 5-inch.
Yes,
a 5-inch
they're very dangerous.
With a 6S battery on it, you kill somebody.
Yeah, this
flying 89 mile an hour.
Maybe
that's a very dangerous.
Maybe we should talk about something else after we just made the argument to raise the limit from 250 grams.
Yeah. Now we're talking about how dangerous it is. That is not a good. Thank you, Scott.
I am.
So anyway, 5-inch ones are fine.
Squirrel.
Right. Well, but even with that, people have been flying. I've got a 7-inch back over here with iNav on it, flying a 1500, a 3000 milliamp LiPo on it, and man, that thing's a beast. And how long have we been flying it, and how many people's been hurt? That's what XJet. It's one of his things.
A long time and none.
Right. I mean, I've seen people. I've seen a man catch himself on fire with a true turbine jet model, but that's because he didn't know what he was doing, and it caught on fire, and he tried to stomp it, and it caught his pants on fire.
Oh well, that's
But that was back in the old nitro days. I agree with 8-bit. Responsibility comes with everything. Yeah, with this Racer X.
Absolutely.
I mean, with this Racer X, I mean, I could send you to the hospital with it. I could cut you up really quick.
Killing me there, Mark, or Fat Bastard.
Yeah.
Again. Yeah, isn't he? I'm like, how much is that?
You want to know how many
Then we started putting Nerf props on everything, and everybody's fine now.
The ducts, put them in the ball like that orb thing that Rayleigh was flying.
There's one of those flying around my house now, I bet.
Right.
One of those orb ball things.
Right. Well, let me tell you about how we will do this giveaway. It's just for you people that are in chat, and help me keep an eye on the time. So it's at 8 o'clock. It's 7:28 my time. So at 8 o'clock, everybody that's on here. Here's how it's going to go. You pay for shipping, and the first one to say, I want it, and is willing to pay for shipping, I'll send it to you.
Well, that's decent of you.
That's just how you got to be live, and you got to say that I want it, and you got to be willing to PayPal me what the shipping cost is, and I won't jip you on the shipping. I'll actually send you a label and all that kind of stuff. Again, it's all 4 of the prop. I think these work on the Skyliner. Work on several. They are the ones with the important thing with these. They are the ones with the screw holes in them. I don't know if you can see that. They are the one with the brass screw holes in them. They don't go all the way through. But
so those are like ducts for a very large.
They're ducts for a 3-inch Cinewoop. Yep.
Yeah.
For a 3-inch Cinewoop, and I've got 4 of them. I buy extras for everything, and I don't have that quad.
You have to.
I don't have that quad anymore. So, and again, the Beta 95 frame, never been opened, still got the screws, all of that.
Carbon fiber bottom.
Plastic frame. I think that's about $25 frame.
Yeah,
this
pretty nice.
Funny if you want it.
Thank you, buddy.
You can make you some gates. That'd be cheap. Now this right here probably cost you a penny to ship it. I'm not even going to try to put it in it. Give you an I mean,
That is a lifetime supply.
there's a few loose props in there, but I don't think there's any used props. I'm real keen about if a prop's all busted up and janky. And they're not. Everybody's like, oh, it's just a bunch of old junky props.
No,
No,
they're good.
No, there are some old Cyclones in here and all, but upside down, right? Dow Cyclones.
Yeah, bro, you had them.
But it's just a ton of 5-inch props. That there's some weird ones. I'll show you these. I bought these just because they were on sale and because they look like these.
Hey, buddy.
Look at that. Would you look at that? Would you just look at that? Look at
that. That is awesome.
What are those 4 blades?
Hey, those are 4-bladed props.
4-bladed. Got the little Furious FPV. What are they called? Furious FPV Rage Prop. 50-24 4 blades.
Those look pretty cool.
That's a lot of lift. 50-24.
Yeah, and it's got that little turn.
I've always wondered how the 4-bladed props work good on a 5-inch or not, because I see them on YouTube and they do, but
usually when you putting 4 blades on something, it's like something you need to lift a little better. You know, you want it to fly
or grip. It'll get
yeah.
We got one right here.
Less flight time.
You're losing. You're going to lose tip speed because you're just adding mass. You're in rotational mass, so you're going to slow everything down a little bit.
Yeah.
I guess what 3 is kind of the magic number.
One Vision Aerial says props I definitely need. Count me in for that one. He's the first one to say so far.
Well, giveaway hasn't started just yet.
Yeah. So what's going to happen is that like at 7:59 and 59 seconds, everybody's going to be out there.
Right at the moment, right?
And what'll happen? What'll happen with these? If somebody says I want it and they commit to it, and they don't want to pay for shipping, then I'll just bring it back next week and say, "Hey,
do it again.
Just keep doing it over again.
Do it again." Corn pop.
Corn pop.
Get me going. Give me. Don't get me going.
Give me liberty or give me comfort. Corn pop's British.
Corn pop. There you go. And then and then corn pop FPV.
Oh,
there you go. There you go. Yes,
I love that name.
Welcome all you guys that are new.
There's like some new people. I don't recall seeing Kids or Corn Pop. I always say hey to Double A.
There's quite a few.
Double A's my homie. I don't even.
Kids Bartlett. He's been around a while. You better watch it with a name like Corn Pop. Somebody just liable to just out of nowhere.
There you go.
I don't know. My money is on if you're willing, if you're gonna go buy Corn Pop, you can back up. You'd be like, yeah, come on, let's fight about it.
And see, don't mess
Corn
me.
Pop Corn Pop was a bad dude.
There you go.
You big dummy. You big dummy. You big dummy. You big cold-blooded dummy.
I love it.
Was it late on your guys' end?
A little bit.
Was that late on y'all's end? Okay. It was late on mine.
Everything seems to be running pretty smooth.
Yeah, all right. So we got a little bit of time. Yeah.
Yes, we do. We need to show a few things, and you had a few things.
Looking around for an ELRS receiver, unless you got one to suggest to go with the module. What kind of radio do you have?
Yeah.
One Vision.
ELRS.
Like you just look at
ELRS.
Basic.
If you're wanting like the best RadioMaster and Axis Flying, they usually have like the best ELRS receivers. But if you're just wanting something short range and just like to fly around close, all these like the Beta FPV light, ELRS light receiver. That's a great one. There's a few different ones, so you would have to
I
be
love
kind
the
of
Happy Model
specific.
EP 2400s.
Yeah, that's what
yeah,
I was gonna.
that
We have
yeah,
the best luck with the EP 2400s.
yeah,
the
yeah.
Happy
Those
Model
are
ones.
those are good
Oh.
ones too. Are you talking about the light or the one with the
Have we
antenna
got
to
a
it?
minute for me to tell an ELRS story?
Sure.
You
I
got
think.
yes.
So
We got
like
time.
at the first race Marty had, and because the guys on the screen know this, some big dummy
Big cold-blooded dummy.
decided because his transmitter battery went dead on him, he could grab any battery pack off the bench and throw it in his transmitter and juice everything up and fly for the last race with the 30-second countdown going on. And so he did that, and he killed his ELRS module in the back of his transmitter. Yeah, there it is, right there.
Yeah.
And I mean, cooked it good. Cooked it like fish on Friday.
Yeah.
And I got a new one. And
Yeah, I got
that
a
one's
deal,
working
too.
better now. And I got one like my grandson has, and it's a jumper module.
Yeah.
And we put one on my grandson's radio. He has a little jumper. What's that thing?
Jumper T Pro.
Jumper T Pro. Scotty flies a little Jumper T Pro. We had to put a module on his. That is the very first ELRS thing I've had that I tried as hard as I could to get it to update through Wi-Fi to go into Bluetooth, go into Wi-Fi mode, and update it, because that's just how it works. ELRS works on Wi-Fi. Don't mess with that updating through UARTs. Take a pass on that. Skip it. Steven's traveling through time. Y'all don't pay him no mind. I was trying to get Scotty's little module to flash, and it wouldn't do it. And I got a video, and the guy's like, "This is the only thing I've ever seen in my whole time of doing radio control that you have to flash this one via the UART." And that little jumper model, the minute you plugged it into that UART, it lit right up and it flashed just as easy as you please.
Right.
So that's my public service announcement for this live stream. If you are putting a jumper branded module on anything, just flash it through the UART. It works flawlessly. It updated in about 2 seconds, and the bind phrase was right the first time, and everything was perfect. But I've never seen anything ELRS flash through the UART, and it worked. Usually there's some error. It times out or something like that. You finally figure out how to get it into Wi-Fi. It flashes fine. You're going about your happy FPV life. But the jumper ones seem to. And all that to say, the jumper ELRS stuff seems nice. I've never been a big jumper guy, but Scotty's got that radio, so we've had to learn about it. And the jumper stuff seems really, really good quality.
RadioMaster is good.
Something new.
I want to add something to the giveaway. It's
okay.
Not worth anything to me, but somebody else might get some value out of it. This is a brand new Happy Model micro module. There's a caveat with this. See, it's the one that goes on like your RadioMaster or your X-Lite or whatever. But notice here notice this.
It doesn't have the. That's the USB-C.
That's a USB-A.
See, this is the US. I don't know if you can see it in the camera.
The USB-A port.
This is the USB.
Micro USB.
Micro, yeah.
It came.
There you go, Scott. That's what it's called.
It came rolling around in the box.
In the package. Oh.
When I contacted the store that I bought it from, I mean, it can be soldered back on if you know what you're doing. This is for somebody that's willing to work on it, or just leave it at whatever it comes on from the factory and bind it to your whoops. They sent me another one, told me to keep this one, so I'm not going to try to sell it or anything. It will come with the USB shaking around in the box also. So, yeah, that's that's another one that we'll just throw it in there just because you're watching tonight, and we are 20 minutes away. So I'll need everybody that's here in StreamYard to help me see the first person who says that they want it and are willing to pay. If you live in Germany,
here you go.
Let me get back. If you live in Germany and you want these props, it'd be cheaper just to buy your own than to pay for shipping. But if you're in the States,
says he has a rework station, a hot air rework. He's your man.
Yeah, that's who needs to do it.
That's not a big job if you can do the SMD stuff, the hot air stuff.
Yeah, because you just lay it down on there and watch it do its magic. It's wild.
Now, who was it that has a hot air station?
Off grid everything.
Off grid.
Okay. Yeah.
OGE.
I see that there now. Yeah.
Yeah, I popped him up.
It was hidden in blue because it was active. Yeah. So we'll do that, and it's just a little way to give back. And we'll see how it goes. Hopefully there won't be any arguing or anybody saying I want it, and then
no nonsense now.
I bet we're 18 minutes from bloodshed.
Oh gosh. It's mine. It's mine.
I think you can handle it, can't you, Red 6? Now, who is this? Just come out of the ether there behind you.
This is the brains behind the business. This is Mrs. Red 6.
Hello, Mrs. Red 6.
She walks.
I'm
she
Fat
travels through
Pastor.
town too. This is Marty, and this is Casey.
Hi, good to meet you.
Well, I'd introduce you to Stephen, but he just left our house.
Nice to meet you.
Yeah, he came
Nice to
out of
meet
the
you too.
same teleport that you guys did. So
Yeah, she
nice
came
to
in
meet
through the
you.
same wormhole. There she goes. She just vanished.
Yeah, she's
All
gone.
right, nice, sweetie. I love that.
She's gone.
That is.
Are you sure your last name's not Musk?
Eli? Y'all like my house?
You just teleporting. I like your fireplace. I think
You
the
do?
piano's a little, as a musician, I think the piano's a little too close to the fireplace if you want to keep it in tune.
I have had people explain that to me, but when we play it, it's just fine. The lady comes over with the cello and the harp and all that stuff. We sit around and we jam all the time. Y'all know why I got that backdrop on? Because I'm in my grandson's bedroom doing this because it's got the best light. This room, we work from this room. Is
right.
Wait, hold on.
Marty
hold
and
on.
Casey know we work from home. So, I mean, of course, grandkids don't live here all the time. So this is kind of our grandkids' bedroom / home office. So we have soundproofed this room. So those of you that have been around for a little while know the youngest grandson has got some pipes. And he can override the noise canceling on the microphone quick. So this room is soundproof. And
I think they come that way in that model, don't they?
See, boom.
Yes, yes, they do. Yeah,
that
they
model
get you
comes that
attention
way,
fast.
Yeah.
Here, I'm gonna jump on in there with you.
There you go. See,
Here.
ain't
No,
that
hold
cool?
on. Boom. Hey, y'all, what's up? Yeah.
Get out of my house.
Oh,
What are you doing in my living room?
Oh, that was weird.
Gotta watch the,
What's my I gave Casey one of my teleport systems.
gotta watch the wormholes.
That was
Now,
so
see,
weird.
I don't know if you guys watched the race the other day, but I'm about to mess with some of y'all's
To the
theology. Some of y'all think that you know how Star Wars really went down.
Here we go. Here we go.
I have found some lost footage of Red 6. Watch this with us.
Right with you, Red 3. I can hold it.
Water's strong with this one.
What? Look out. You're all clear, kid. Now let's blow this thing and go home. I can hold it. Stand by. Stand by. Great shot, kid. That was 1 in a million.
Remember, the Force will be with you, always.
That was great.
We all thought that Red 6 was written off. But in the past two races, Red 6 down here placed third.
Consistent third.
Right.
Consistent third. No matter how hard I try to not do that.
Because the Force is with him. That's what it is.
You know, I'm starting to think there's something to that. I think it's A, racing
There
in the church,
really is.
B, clean living, and C, the Force is with me.
That's true. That's right.
That's right.
This last race, I mean, both of them have been like a lot of fun. This last one was a hoot. Like that track layout was awesome. Not that the other one wasn't awesome. This one was just a lot easier for an old man's slow mind.
Right.
And it was
Even
a
a young one.
man. We just had a big old time. We laughed all the way home.
Yeah. It was a good weekend. The bad thing about it is it's not long enough, you know. But I don't know if you were there near me. I literally had some of the church members FaceTiming saying, "Leave it up, just leave it up through Sunday."
Yeah,
and I was like,
they were.
I would, trust me, I would. I'd leave it up all week long, but you know, you got to live with everybody, so you gotta get along. So
yeah.
So,
well, we just appreciate you doing it. Like it's
amazing.
I mean, that's Casey's word, but it's amazing. It is just a really good time. Now, if we got twice as many people, if we ever ended up with 8 at a race, I don't know everybody sit and fly, but we'd figure it out.
Oh yeah, we'll get it.
We'd figure it out.
Yep.
Oh yeah.
Antennas off, everybody in a line.
Yeah.
We'd have to have a line and a flight line.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know.
Well, I think we found out later in the race again that a busted antenna was a lot of our problem. Because once you changed your antenna, you was good to go.
And I'd have never thought of, as much as we fought it on the first race, and everybody telling Casey something's not right. You're stepping on everybody. We sat there that whole night with me going, "This don't make any sense. Let me try turning it on again."
Now, when you inspected it, could you visibly tell that it was cut or broken?
Not a lick. Not a nothing. Not a nick on that wire. Not like Casey's. You could see. Mm-hmm. Well, you were working on yours, and we were talking about what was going on with mine. You're like, "That's weird. That's the same thing that was happening with me," and it ended up I had a busted antenna. And I walked in that room and popped that little antenna off and popped a new one on it. Threw the one that I had been using in the trash, powered up, no more problems. So from now on, if everything's I didn't have anything. Mine looked like a good antenna, but the minute I changed it,
show it again, Casey.
Yours was chewed all up. Mine looked like it was brand new out of the box.
Right there.
There. But the minute I changed it, all the problems went away. And
that's just
so that's my new rule. The minute I'm sorry, go ahead.
No, go ahead. No, I was
going to say my new rule is from the first person that calls, "Hey, you're stepping on me," and everything else is right. You on 25 milliwatts. Nothing crazy is going on. Your channels are good for it. Go change your transmitter antenna. Just don't even question it. Just go. Please go change your transmitter antenna.
Video transmitter antenna. Yeah.
Yeah.
And I have the RF power meter that I was just looking for, that I need to bring with me. I don't know if it would have been able to pick that up and would have been able to notice that, but we probably could have seen that, it was pushing out power on other, well, which you could clearly see that on the screen, that it was picking up on, other channels,
See,
and
I
we
don't.
were flying what 1, 3, 5, and
1, 3,
7 in
5,
race
and
band.
7.
Yeah,
Yes.
we were doing good staying on odd numbers.
But well, see, in the testing, I did good with even, but we tried odd and it did okay too.
Yeah. Well, it wouldn't. I mean, if it was the busted antenna, I mean, because
Yeah, that's right.
as soon as he replaced it, it fixed it. So it would
I
have done.
knew. I was just sitting here saying Double A is going to be the guy to give input on how we could test to see if it's an antenna problem. And sure as Pete, he just said you can see the bleed with the wand.
Yep.
My working theory is that it essentially is shortening the antenna.
Yeah.
When you nick it, when you damage like that, mine didn't have a mark on it, but boy, it was shot.
Yeah.
But that's okay. We carry a whole bunch of antennas.
Yeah.
I don't know
always
why
good to
we
have
have so
backup.
many antennas, but we do.
I know what you mean.
Yeah, that little,
So-
that little. I'm trying to not say specimen cup you had, but it was kind of like a doctor's office specimen cup you had, full of just mysterious whoop hardware. I don't remember what we needed out of that, but boy, it saved the day. And I don't remember.
Do you know what that is?
A specimen cup?
Let me see. It is no.
Yeah, I know what that
It's not a
is.
sputum cup. You might recognize it when I show it to you.
Oh, did like a flight controller or something come in it?
Yep, the Mamba stack came in it.
Yeah, there you go. There you go. There you go.
And whenever I would put a stack on a quad, I'd keep these little cases. I've got one that's got M2 screws, M3 screws.
Yeah, I got a stack
standoffs
up
and stuff. And I just kind of stack them up on my. Now this here is still actually got a flight controller in it.
See, I've got a sandwich bag that's just got stuff in it. It's just random
Motor
stuff.
boxes.
Yeah, I love to keep motor boxes, camera boxes.
This is what the Foxeer Firefly come in, and that's what I put my bigger Whoop batteries in. And just like the other ones, this is more of I turn them one way when they're storage and the other way when they're full. So I know which ones are charged inside of it and which ones are not. Kind of anal about some of that, I guess, but
you are a very organized person. Like, I wish some of that would rub off on me, because I really, like, you've seen how we travel. It's like it's sitting here somewhere.
It's not really.
We forgot it.
It's. I have to give all credit to my wife. That's not in my nature, but when you live with someone and been married to my wife as long as we have, almost 30 years, they rub off on you. And
amen. It's funny how much parallel there is in our lives. That's how long.
And it's just a few years ago she taught me how to use the hamper, and my socks can find a hamper.
I'm learning that. And there's this thing. So I got laughed at. It's in my former life when I worked away from home.
That's too great.
I made reference one day, and everybody instantly thought I was this very privileged person, which I'd like to clarify that this backdrop is a backdrop. I know y'all know that this is not my home, and that is not true. But I was telling the story about something, and I said the statement, the laundry machines. I didn't say the washer and the dryer. I said there's that room in the house. It's got the laundry machines in it. And it was because I couldn't think of the words washer and dryer, so I said laundry machines. And everybody assumed we had like a full staff with butlers and maids and stuff like that. And we didn't. But I have learned recently
over there by the parlor.
In our kitchen, there's this silver stainless steel cuboid thing. It's always been there. It tucks back into the cabinets under the countertops. I have recently learned that is the dishwasher, not the pretty blonde lady that you just saw standing behind me a little while ago.
Here's a confession. We have lived here for 22 years. We got this brand new, never lived in by anybody but us. And we have a dishwasher that has never, ever been ran. That's where my wife stores her Tupperware and her dishes and stuff like that. She prefers, and it's not because it's
the dishes.
She just prefers to do it that way.
My
And
mother-in-law's kind of like that. She's got one. She's like, "Why use it? It's just two of us. It ain't that hard to wash the dishes."
Well, when we first got married, we had our first two houses were built for us, and they had dishwashers in them. And our first house, it was my wife was like, why use the dishwasher when you got to wash them, when you got to pre-wash them and then wash them again? So in the second house, she hardly ever used it, and this one, nope. Double A says he said I would walk out to the block with the line leader and watch and ask all kinds of questions. See, we all we need to contribute to get Double A down this summer to just get some knowledge from him.
And I feel like Double A and A. There's a bunch of guys, but I feel like Double A is a wealth of knowledge, just a wealth of knowledge.
Yeah.
And I would actually, everybody that's in chat tonight has been in chat tonight. I would love to get everybody together, unless I'll fly sometime.
Yeah, that'd be awesome.
That'd be great. It just absolutely. I've learned so much from just hanging out with other people. You know, you could two people can only learn. Like me and Steven fly together all the time, but you can only learn so much from each other, especially when you both start at the same spot.
Yeah.
And I use the dishwasher to sanitize. I use the dishwasher to make the dishes clean. Hopefully make the dishes clean. Stephen, I don't know if y'all buy a lot of stuff off Facebook Marketplace, but Stephen,
I used to.
Speaking of bits and bobs and stuff, Stephen saw some ad on Marketplace the other day. And the guy he's like bench clearing. I'm just selling off a lot of odds and ends. And Steven's like, "Hey, I bought this box of, parts and stuff from this guy. It'll be here in a couple of days." Well, it showed up. We opened it up this morning, and this bag came in the mail. You know them bubble wrap post office USPS.
Right. Yeah,
the bubble wrap envelopes. You know what I'm talking about? It's like
I've got a few of them.
It's bubble wrap.
Yeah, I get them all the time.
One of those showed up, and I kid you not, it weighed like 6 pounds. And when we opened it, it had Dollar General bags just jammed full of random hardware, standoffs, metric hardware. There was some cameras, some VTXs, just all kinds of stuff in there. Well, it was great, except for he dumped it all into Dollar General store bags. And we were sitting there with tweezers picking out. Here's a green screw, here's a blue screw, here's a red screw, here's a black screw.
Wow.
Here's an M3, here's an M2.
Here's an M4, here's an M5.
Yeah, that did not happen. We got screws in one thing and like nylock nuts in the other and standoffs in the other and hex standoffs in the other. And sorted out some, but it had a ton of good stuff in it. That's why we were asking about would 15.0 motors fit that 95 frame, which I imagine they would be a little bit big and heavy for it, because there was just a set of motors in the bottom of the bag, like a full set. They look brand new.
That's a plus.
You can try them and find out. We are in Tennessee, Middle Tennessee.
Oh, he's in Southern Illinois.
Yeah, he's not far. He's not far.
No, I've been to Southern Illinois. Wait, have I been to Southern Illinois or Southern? Where is Metropolis? Is that Illinois?
That's Superman.
Yes, it is. And that's how I got there. Piggyback.
Good one.
No, it's Metropolis, Illinois, right?
I believe so.
From Illinois. Yeah. See,
Bring
we're
up.
not as far. Metropolis is northern Illinois.
He's wanting you to bring up that bag bits you got in the mail.
That's what I was just talking about. That bag of bits.
That's what you're.
The Dollar General. Like, my gosh.
Duh. That's okay. I'm sorry. Where's that squirrel button at when you need it?
Yeah. There you go. Yeah. See,
9 Bitterroot 9.
Yeah. German people are awesome. Like, I know there's not a lot of people that would agree with me on that. There's a group of people who would agree with me.
Actually, where we hold the race is called Adolphus.
Welcome. So welcome.
That's just the name of the city.
We were just in Germany for a little bit, and it was our first time being there. My gosh, what a wonderful place. Now, there was an event in history that we know of here in the States. We were involved in it at the end. There was an event in history that we just kind of talk about in school, and then we go on about our life, where the Germans decided there were some people they didn't care for. And I'm here to tell you that's still a big deal. You go to Europe, you're around Germany, the borders, that's a big deal still. Like, that's a big deal. And it's as it should be, don't get me wrong. But just as a general rule, we found the German people very hospitable, very kind, very polite. They love for people to learn about their culture.
Pun intended, they're still paying the cost.
Yes. Yes. And I mean, wow. Spiral Eyes FPV is 15 minutes from me in Lebanon, Illinois. I've heard of Lebanon, Illinois.
Yeah.
Mr. FPV is in here in about 45 minutes from me. Huh.
You know, Spiral Eyes. That makes me think. That's making me think.
I wasn't talking to you, Deeds. I was talking to that squirrel over there.
Oh.
And it's 8 o'clock, by the way, just to let you know.
It's 8:02. Yeah,
8 o'clock. Okay. Yeah. All right. So you guys watch with me. Double A.
It's my responsibility as a co-host to let you know that. See, there you go.
That's a good way south of me. I'm in Delphi, Indiana, 25 minutes from Purdue.
Oh, T-Rex, y'all. Well, I don't know if y'all know that's Stephen. He was here with me a minute ago. His wife is from a small town in Indiana.
Oh, nice.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Greenbow, Alabama.
Yeah, that's the greatest movie ever. If y'all start quoting it, I will do that all night long.
Forrest Gump.
If I have said that's my boat once, I have said it 10 million times.
I'm Forrest Gump. I like life like a box of chocolates. Never know what you're gonna get.
I preached a sermon one time. Sometimes there's just not enough rocks.
Man, if if people don't understand what a profound statement that particular one is, they need to watch that movie again.
Yeah, there's so many.
Meditate for them.
Preached another one. You can tell a lot about somebody by their shoes. Where they going? Where they been?
Where they been?
Where they been? I've had lots of shoes.
Where they're gonna go? Lots of shoes, he said. I love it. I just watch that movie all the time.
So now, are we going to do
just a reminder, the giveaway is open. If there's anything you want, just pop in there and say, I'll take that. And
thank you.
I'm going to feel bad because I'm
thank you. Jeannie said she liked my voice too.
Put up. That is where you will contact me to let me know. But let me get a pen if anybody does. If nobody wants it, then I'll just put it on our seat groups.
There you go.
Steven said he's going to exempt himself. I didn't know if he heard that or not. I was going to claim that bag of props for him. Boy, all
right, Off Grid says he'll take the module.
Yes.
All right, I'm going to write on the case, okay? On the back.
Let's see.
Module's gone. Was he the first one to say that? Yeah.
Are we allowed to get anything? I'm just playing. 5-inch.
You're exempt.
I'm exempt. I was just joking, y'all, because I was going to give mine away.
How do you enter for the props? Corn Pop, you just say you want them and you be willing to pay for the shipping.
I think One Vision just claimed those props.
Yep, they have been claimed.
Marty, I think One Vision Aerial just claimed those props. He said,
"Oh, he did."
That
okay.
Yep.
Okay. So One Vision.
I knew that was going to go quick. I knew that was going to go quick.
Yep. Good job, guys.
Please email me there.
Corn Pop, sorry, that's how you entered. Just like that. And now they're gone.
Yeah, I knew that those props were gonna
go quick. We still got a beta.
I'm going to tell you though, something has changed in propeller technology since our first go around in RC flight.
Hey,
I feel like I used to bust props about every 27 seconds, especially flying the 250 frames, the what was an FPV racer back then. Yeah. I felt like I went through 30, 40 props a day, and now it's like you cut the grass with them things, and they just keep on going. But you will eventually throw one or bend one real good.
One Vision Aerial says for Corn Pop FPV to hit him up. So Corn Pop hit up One Vision Aerial. He says he'll split them with you. And then Off Grid Everything says, thank you, Marty. He'll get his hours turned in to PayPal you ASAP.
All right. I also have
go ahead.
Cash App if you don't have PayPal. But I will actually send you a picture of the label.
You know, I had a guy. It's funny you said send a picture of the label. I had a guy, and it says nothing to do with SPV, but I had a guy contact me. Y'all remember forums way back 100 years ago? Everybody talked on forums.
Oh yeah, I still go over
notice. I was in a forum, another forum, and a guy. We were talking about some stuff we had, and a guy noticed that he had a part for a thing I had, and just sent me a message out of the blue. He's like, "Hey, I've got this. It's been sitting in my garage for 100 years. If you want it, send me your address, and I'll send it to you." And I said, "Man, that'd be awesome. Here's my address. Are you sure I can't pay you for it?" He's like, "No, that's not fair. I told you I'd send it to you. I don't need." He's like, "But if you wanted to reimburse me or send me a little bit of something to help cover shipping, that'd be great because it's a pretty big item." So when I sent him my address, and a week or so later, when it showed up, I could see what it cost him to ship it. You know, it was on the label. So I sent him that much money back in a money order, right? I found out like 3 months later, he was crap talking me on like 4 other forums because I didn't pay him for that item.
Really?
Yeah. I laughed. The moderator to one of those forums sent me a message. He's like, "Hey, so I was running you in the ground on another forum." Yeah. He's like, "Because you didn't pay." He said, "You didn't pay for that." I'm like, and he's like, "I read through it. I'm the moderator. I could see the whole thing." He's like, "So I just posted it for everybody to see where you offered to pay him," and he said no.
Thank you, Double A. That's kind.
Oh,
kind words.
Yeah. Yes, very.
Marty's a cool guy.
God bless you,
I'm not just saying this because he's looking at me.
You know I like me. I like me.
You seem to be an all right guy. I get along with you.
I get along with myself. I have to spend a lot of time with myself, so I learned a long time ago to get along with myself.
Yeah, I do too. I built 2 quads last weekend.
All right, we still got the ducts if anybody wants them. We got 4 ducts. We've got a beta frame.
Yeah, I can't believe nobody's claimed the beta frame. I mean, it's a pretty good frame.
You should take those ducts out and put them in a line on your
Hey, Heads. How you doing, buddy?
I'll be darned.
I emailed you
I need some info from you. Okay, I'm sorry about that, brother. Something was going on with my email to where I wasn't able to send or receive because it was so full. Not my email was so full.
Is he talking to you? Is he talking to me?
So I think it's time to Casey. So here's a question for the group. Has anybody here ever flown a baby ape? Not like a real baby ape, not like a little primate, but like the Darwin FPV baby ape.
I haven't flown it.
I've actually, that was one of the first quads I asked about. That's actually how I met Marty. I was asking about that quad, and Marty's like, "That's probably a good quad," and I was like, "Really?" And it just took off from there.
I ended up with one of those in some trading here a while back.
I never got it,
and it said like 1 to 3S. So I threw some 2S batteries on it. It's like a little 3-incher. And it's fun to fly around the yard. It's neat. It's a lot tougher than I thought it was going to be. Definitely haven't ridden small.
I've heard nothing but good things about it.
I watched some videos on it. Even Bardwell liked it. And the other day,
good.
Well, we got home from the race, Marty, and Stephen just happened to have some small 3S batteries. Because, again, for those of you that watch the live stream, what happens is Marty throws a race and a swap meet breaks out. It's like
every time
it turns into a big old flea market. We just rummaging around the church. What do you want for this?
It's like we're literally installing an ATM this week. No,
y'all need one. Y'all need one.
How many of you guys in chat would like to see Heads take this Beta 95 frame and fractalize it and make it like a fractal 85 or something? Being that it's free if you just pay shipping.
I do. I want to see.
If you want to see that, just say loops. Just put loops in the chat, and we'll see if anybody.
They're hard to hang on to. Anyway, put a 3S battery on that baby 8, and that thing went from like a neat little quad to fly around the yard in to like a baby ape somebody had set loose in your front yard. It was a whole different animal.
Yeah.
Now I had to the point I had a hard time flying it. Like I had to bring it in the house, put a different tune on it. It was going nuts. It was just.
It went from the baby ape to the ape crap, right?
See.
Oh man!
See this baby right here.
If you get a primate cocaine.
Right.
Now what is that?
Can the Beta 95 freestyle?
It's a Phantom.
That's the question, isn't it?
It's a GIP RC Phantom.
I don't know where I got this. I think I got this in a box of stuff like what you were talking about. I buy airplanes
stuff that shows up
and fix them and different things like that and sell them. And I don't think I ever had any intentions of a build for this. It just came in a package with a bunch of other stuff. It's new. I've never even opened it. So
awesome. And this, you asked what this was. This is a GIP RC Phantom frame with a toothpick version 3 all-in-one flight controller. It is got 1104 7650 kV NIN Flywoo motors on it, and
so
I'm running 3S on it with an 85 to 90% throttle limit, and it gets up and go. Well, you've seen some of the videos.
No payment, bro. Just if you would cover shipping, or for you, I'll just send it to you. Just because I want to see what he'll do with it. So that's off the table now, guys. So all we got left is the balloon gates, and the 4, whatever they're called, ducts.
Take those ducts and lay them out in a line on your desk, and then you'll have your ducks in a row.
That's my problem.
I'm sorry. I don't know why.
He's had them all out of whack this whole time.
I can actually call like my teachers from high school and show them this stream and say, at 49 years old, I finally got my ducks
in a row.
But it was only because a viewer on my channel showed me,
why I said that.
Inspired me.
I have no idea why I said that. And I also
It's
need
great.
I need a shorter stand or something for my camera. I just realized y'all probably spend most of this looking at the top of my head because I look at the screen at everybody and to read the chat. My camera's a little higher
There
than
we
my
go.
monitor.
2 red, 2 black. Wait. They're not in a row, are they? Now,
There you go. Yeah, they're pretty
look at
well in a
there.
row.
For the first time in my life, my ducks are in a row.
Or in a row.
See, Alfred, everything's
That's
got ducks in
funny.
a row.
Yes, hold all applause. Hold all applause. They will not stay in a row very long.
My wife taught me that phrase. I got to get my ducks in a row. The first time she said it, I'm like, "What the hell are you talking?" Oh, I'm sorry. What the heck are you talking about?
We didn't hear that.
One of the things that my family used to say before my wife and I got married is, I don't know if it was my mother or my father said it more, but they would be like, "You need to be more Pacific." Not specific,
Not
but
specific, more Pacific. Yes.
And when my wife and I was engaged, we was high school sweethearts. When we was engaged, I was like, "Need to be more Pacific." She's like, "That'll get you wet." So, all right. Did we have any takers on any of the other stuff? The frame's gone.
I believe everything. There's a few others in there. Let's see.
Yeah.
That I haven't read.
Yeah. Bitterroot says I'm close to his age. You know what's hilarious? This happens all the time. If you're at one of the races and some of the people from my church come by, just ask them. People still come up to me all the time. I've been a pastor for a long time. Still people come up to me. It's like, "Hey, Marty, what are you doing nowadays?" And I'm like, "I'm a pastor." And they're like, No, really, what are you doing? I'm like, "Serious, I'm a pastor." Like, like a Christian pastor or for the other side?
For the other side. You just tell them, depends on who's got the deepest offering plate.
That's right. That's right. I tell them if God can use me, he can use anybody. Right. If you can make this quad fly, you can fly anything.
Flying, yes.
Yes,
yeah,
that's
little
right.
known fact. Marty's is a right fine pilot. Like Marty's got some stick time there. He can fly a little bit.
Hey,
don't let the pastor fool you.
And if anybody wants to check out us diving the building this weekend or last weekend, I've posted 2 videos on my channel so far, and still got a few. We've still got a few more to post of them where he flew some of his HDzero, and yeah,
There's mine.
So
I've been busy.
Yeah, his is on a card. I've got some. If you want me to show any.
I really don't like to edit.
But yeah, there's 2 on there so far. Y'all can go check them out. And then I'm going to post. I was going to post some of Marty's, but I figured he would want to post those, so I didn't. So, because we don't have many of them. An incident happened. So, we're limited to how many of the videos were saved.
You got a question in the chat.
Let's see
I think it's Steven telling you that those tiny trainers are awesome.
Oh yeah,
they
do rip. I love them. I love them.
Yes,
and like a tank. I still haven't built the other 2, but
no, I didn't.
I found this.
You know what?
Today.
That's saying they're built like a tank is like a huge understatement. Because I watched him. He was flying one not too many hours ago this afternoon, and he goes, "Uh-oh." And I heard the thwack of whatever he hit and looked in that direction, and like a second or 2 later saw it flying unpowered through the air, kind of cartwheeling, and it whacked the ground, and he flipped the switch and took right off. Like those things are rugged.
The analog one that he got from me that I ended up putting the tiny Turner motors on it. That very frame, I hit the side of a UPS truck at like
while it was
50 miles an hour. Yeah, and I didn't know what it was at first. I'd clipped a gate, and it went into the roll, and I heard boom, and I lift my goggles up, and he's stopping, and it hit right on the side of it, And he stopped, looked at it, and he was like, "Oh man," he said, "I seen it cartwheeling through the air, headed my way." It didn't put a scratch on the truck. It's a UPS truck. Those things are like tanks too. So, and I was like, man, I said, I've got AMA and all that kind of stuff. And then he's like, don't worry about it. He said, "Your quad all right?" It been a prop. So,
it's about the best you're gonna do in it.
This is very similar to the Baby 8. That's the Diatone Roma 3. That's
I was
what
looking at those earlier today.
That's what I put the SMO on it, and if I can get back to the old man tower,
we will
with the 4K on it. With
we
that
are
smooth or whatever that Insta 360 has. I'm gonna. This is the one that I got planned.
Is that a 3-inch too? Is that a 3.5?
It's a 3-inch. It's a 3-inch. Yep. I've only got like maybe 3 or 4 5-inch. One of them's a Diatone, and I got 2 7-inch. So yeah.
There's your question.
Tried any. Let's see.
Oh, the multi-GP tracks. Everybody's voting on the multi-GP tracks.
Oh,
the Grand Qualifier tracks.
I haven't. I did last year, but not this year. I've just it's only been out a few days. I've just not had time. It's just getting this camper and getting all of that straightened away. And see, I didn't have any of the accoutrements that you need for one. The hoses and your tank tablets and all of the kind of stuffs that you need inside of it once you get it. So that's what I've been doing past couple of days. So no takers on the ducts, right? I think that's the ducts.
Well,
and
you just got them in a row.
I just had them in a row, and I just turned my bench cam back off too, didn't I? Let's turn it back on. And they're like, "Marty, I can get that at the Dollar Tree for like $1.50." Well, I don't know if you can with the pump. If you can,
I don't know if you can. There. You've met my grandson. That ain't coming to my house. And I'm kind of glad you kept it under wraps while he was at your church.
I will keep it under wraps.
Oh my goodness!
In the future.
I'm here to tell you, the Lee twins, the Bruce and Jed, like he had a hoot with them. We heard stories about them most of that evening once we was out for bedtime and the whole ride home. He just had a big old time.
Their mother was amazed, was truly moved by you guys just giving them those quads. Just like they just give them those, and it's like, yeah, they did.
Oh gosh, yeah. I mean, and not to, I mean, we, like I said, Steve and I had been into RC flight and stuff a while before, but I don't know. He just come in one day. He's like, "Hey, Dad, what do you think about getting some of them little ones?" And of course, anything that's made for a beginner, you outgrow really quickly. And we noticed Scotty was flying his so hard. Noticed we gave away 2, and there's 3 of us because Scotty just flew it into the ground. He just flew it into the ground. So no, I mean, like you're doing right now, it's something perfectly serviceable and usable, and it was just sitting there, and that's a shame. I don't ever want to be that kind of person. My father-in-law is the type of guy, he's always horse trading with somebody, wheeling and dealing, selling this and selling that. He'll look at me, he's like, "Where'd this go?" And I'm like, "I gave it to so-and-so." You gave it to him? What do you mean you gave it to him? I mean, he's not a stingy man, don't get me wrong, but it's like, he's like, "You could have sold that." And I'm like, "Well, yeah, but I sell lots of things. And sometimes you just got something that to the average person doesn't have any tangible value, but to the right person,
Yes.
it's the most valuable thing in the world.
It's
I
worth
got my
a lot.
value out of it.
Means a lot.
Let somebody have time learning to.
Right. I mean, if you're not gonna use it, yeah, that's the thing. So, am I to understand here, Bitterroot, that that Corn Pop FPV is Mike Bergman? Is that
No.
is that what I'm seeing?
Wow.
If so, we got to give Corn Pop a wrench. So,
yes,
because I believe that it is
destined.
that it is blasphemy to have Mike Bergman on your stream and not have him as a moderator.
Correcto,
And of course,
amigo.
I'm joking. So, let's see if.
Hey, here you go. I don't know if that's.
Oh, and I have my wrench powers in Bardwell's chat though. Oh, okay. He just confessed, didn't he? He just confessed. Let me switch over here on my phone.
There you go.
So I can. I can't make people moderators from StreamYard. I have to actually pull it up.
Oh yeah, and YouTube. Yeah. Right.
Which is, I'm just going to tell you, it does my soul good that Corn Pop FPV is a moderator on my channel. Because Corn Pop's a bad dude.
We wouldn't want to mess with that
I'm
guy.
out of the loop here. I don't know. Mr. Bergman, Mr. Pop, I'm sorry. Yes. But
me not speaking no English.
I'll make you proud. Even Double A's like, wow.
Wow. Yeah.
I feel so stupid right now.
You the wrench with honor, Corn Pop.
Hey, hold on, I'll get you in, buddy.
Get two accounts.
I tell you,
enough to moderate yourself.
Hey, buddy.
In these shorts that I've got here, since I like to get out by the pool and people rub my legs and let the hair dry. And
what are you?
I don't want. I better. Have you not even heard?
I ain't thought of that.
Talk about that. He was around a bunch of kids, and he said his hair on his legs was blonde, and he used to work at a swimming pool, and kids used to come and rub his legs, rub down the hair, and they would dry and stick back up. Joe Biden.
Oh my gosh.
Oh yeah, I try to ignore everything that man says.
Yeah, and then
there's
I
two
think
people in the world I'm convinced that they are dead, and they have just put a puppet mechanism inside their.
Hey, they had to do something. They had to do something with all those leftover Chuck E. Cheese animatronics from the 80s, you know?
Yeah, and Joe Biden. I can't remember.
I was wondering what happened to all those.
I think
Corn Pop story.
The Corn Pop, yeah, I have to agree, Mike.
Stephen, we have just learned that Corn Pop is somebody named Mike. Everybody but me knows who he is, and they're all just.
No offense to Mr. Bergman here.
Yeah.
Here
He's like a moderator on everybody's channel, even the channels he don't watch. So
there you go.
I got to point out to Pop real quick what I'm drinking here. He'll get the ref.
Chocolate milk.
There's a whole backstory to that, but
yeah. Is it Goo Cluster chocolate milk?
It is not. There's no marshmallows in this one.
Oh God.
You're making me hungry.
Yeah.
Story.
I want some chocolate milk.
I had chocolate milk earlier today and a peanut butter and banana sandwich. I was feeling like Elvis.
Oh yeah.
There you go.
Oh.
I was. Were you on when we were talking about me putting the bigger battery on the tiny ape? And
yeah, I was. Comments. Eli was curling up, going to sleep. So I was just watching the stream, sitting back, relaxing.
I love it. That little thing's starting to grow on me. Scotty likes to fly it. I told him Scotty could have it. He can fly it around. Cocoa Puffs.
Corn Pop, you
Love
just need to get somebody to get you an avatar that matches that.
Yeah,
I actually have a sticker I could probably scan and send it to you, and it's Biden saying, "I give that 2 sniffs of approval."
And he puts it on. Never mind.
No. That's the other one. I got a bag. Casey can tell it. I mean, I have a bag of Joe Biden stickers in my car, and whenever I go to fill up with gas, at the point, and he says, "I did that."
Yeah.
I did that.
I bought 500 of them. I only got like 10 left.
He's putting stickers on the gas pumps.
People take those off. That's like they get mad.
Yeah, we'll come back to it and it'll be gone.
I don't
That's what he
watch.
said.
I don't watch news. I don't get real political and everything. I like humor, and
yes,
I thought it was
we've got
great
the president for you.
Yeah, I thought it was great when
Intro to VeggieTales?
back in the day when Saturday Night Live was funny, and they used to do, it was back when under Bill Clinton, and Will Ferrell played Janet Reno. That was excellent when Will Ferrell was like.
It took me like 2 episodes to figure out that was Will Ferrell. I probably shouldn't admit that, but it's like, I think it's like, who is that? My wife's like, it's Will Ferrell.
Right. It's great. It's great. Which brings me to a serious question tonight for you guys, and this is something you should ponder
if
before
you were a
you
hot
answer,
dog
because
and you were starving, would you eat yourself? What? I know I would. First, I'd smother myself with brown mustard and relish. I'd be so delicious. So would you?
I don't know.
Don't jerk me around, Norm. It's a simple question. A baby could answer it. If you were a hot dog and you were starving, would you eat yourself?
I guess so.
Oh, you made a wise choice, my friend. If you had said no, I would have bitten your ear off. I would have come at you like a tornado made of arms and teeth and fingernails.
Nah,
Jim, I'm gonna come at you like a spider monkey.
Like a spider monkey. Go on.
just great.
The sad irony to that is we had hot dogs for lunch today, and as I got the brown mustard out of the fridge, I heard that voice in my head and just started laughing.
Hey, my favorite part of that clip is that it's Colin on there, and he calls him Norm.
Norm,
yeah.
Like,
you gotta
Norm.
love that part. Answer the question, Norm.
Yeah.
Love it. We was actually.
What is his name? Norm McDonald.
It's got a low signal warning come on there.
We got kind of
McDonald fingernails. Right. Even a baby could answer.
Yeah.
Even a baby could answer it.
Norm Rip.
Just answer the question, Norm.
Did Norm
Even a baby could answer it.
Norm McDonald's
Hey,
not
Mark.
dead. Is Norm McDonald?
Yeah, he is.
Yeah, he died.
Norm McDonald's dead?
Yeah.
Yep.
No.
Yes, he is.
Okay.
I guess that's why I don't hear him doing voiceover work anymore.
Right.
He did.
That sounded like something. I guess that's why I don't hear voiceovers anymore.
He was the voiceover king for a long time.
Seemed very sad.
That's that dude from that what was that show? Scrubs. That dude from Scrubs does a lot of voiceover work. And Tim Allen.
Tim Allen.
Norm McDonald was the voiceover king for just years.
I'm gonna real quick. I'm gonna switch to my screen, and we're gonna show a few videos that people have posted on the Discord.
And I've got some too. And don't forget, we got that racetrack we found.
Yeah.
Got that to show too.
All right. This is from Butterfly FPV. He has 885 subs. Subscribe to him, if you will. Hit the like button there for him.
You want to throw a link?
We're not going to
oh,
play the whole 7 minutes. He's going to weigh his quads and stuff here at first.
You want to throw a link?
Like inside of a gym or something.
Here, I'll throw a link for him in the chat.
I got it.
Okay, thank you.
How's it going, Marcel? I mean, Markle. Sorry.
Markle, yeah, I was about to say, you messed that up.
They got a good place to fly, too.
Right?
Yeah. I was wondering, is that like an RC track? But it looks like there's like rickshaws or bikes over there or something.
Yeah, it looks like,
it's weird.
They look like scooters or something.
Yeah.
It's weird.
kind of looks like a motorcycle.
Yeah, but it's got like a track
like
or
a
something,
curve
like a
on it.
road course on something.
Yeah, well,
Like an RC road course or something.
Yeah, I think it is like a drift track or something.
But there is no tire marks on it, so that's...
Yeah, there is on the red. If you look when it goes around the corner, you
Yeah.
can see right
Right
there.
there. Yep.
On the red and
Those
white.
RC drift cars, they have
Good
like
eye,
plastic
Marty.
wheels or something, doesn't they?
yeah, they got like
Yeah.
Good eye, Marty. I see it now. Oh, I see the little car right there on the stretch thing. The picture. That's pretty cool.
You know, Marty, I was thinking, seeing that downstairs in your church.
Yeah.
When y'all get that finished, you could add a whole nother element. You know, we could pull like a Nick Burns, fly down the stairs, you know, do a circuit down there, flap the stairs, do the circuit.
We got double.
We used to, if you go back on the channel, some of the earlier races, we would actually put the infinity gate there.
Like down the stairs?
No, after it was on down in the basement. Yeah, we go up and down it. And and actually when I do, you know how I put that gate up there and we didn't fly at the last race? When I fly there without any gate set up, I will open that door and I split S from the hall down those stairs into the basement all the time. That is one. I do that move about as much as I do flying up underneath pews.
That was a good flight.
Yeah.
It is.
Give him some love, guys. He's listed in there. Here is one from Cincinnati Quad Racers.
Oops.
Is this one from the Air Museum?
Yep, this is actually the let me do the copy here before I start playing the video so I don't get in everybody's way. This is the fly through of arguably what they're calling the best whoop race in the country.
No.
Notice I said arguably. So
They've clearly never been to one at Marty's church.
That's right. That they've never been to one of my races. Clearly, if they're saying
They have not.
look at this though.
I wonder if they
Look at
had
where they're at.
excessive amounts of cheese pizza.
I don't think they had.
Oh
1900
man!
people. Look at that infinity gate. That is just great.
They're flying around the airplane.
Oh yeah, it's an inside it.
Oh, lucky.
All right, y'all, let's play a game.
But they're not as lucky as we are.
In this video, let's play. How many times would Red 6 have crashed by now?
So we got for infinite hoops, infinite crash.
I think I would fly better in this.
I
It's more
think
open.
Red 6 has the force. So
Yeah, because I fly around, I knock gates over, I hit them all the time, and I still end up on the podium.
it's before or after your antenna trap.
Yeah. Y'all figured me out on that one. I'm getting more creative the next
Oh,
time.
look, it's got a Rudy's Hypergate. I want to build one of those so
yeah,
bad.
no, that's neat.
I've
What
got
was that?
stuff.
Like that polycarbonate stuff like you put over your porch?
Yep.
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like
Clear with LED runners.
with chasers in it. Yeah. I'll have one. I'll have one by whoop season next year, and if we keep whooping throughout the year, I've almost pulled the trigger on it a few times. Actually, those LEDs that we had,
polycarbonate.
It's done.
Yeah, the LEDs that we were doing the
Baker's Canyon.
You could put several of those in there in different colors, and it just reflects off of them. And you really don't even have to do the Arduino thing like they've got where they're doing it, where you actually hook them up to Arduinos. The LED technology now is good enough for that.
Pretty crazy, really.
Yeah, it is. What they can do.
Are you streaming tonight, Marcel? If
Did
you are,
anybody in the chat, were they in Ohio for that race? I don't know who's left in the chat. Mr. Corn Pop is gone. Mr. Pop, can we call him by his first name?
Mr. Pop.
Corn Pop. No,
gotta have them pops.
Marcel says he is streaming tonight.
Throw a link on there.
Link is above.
Okay, link is above. Okay.
And that would be right here.
And he starts in about 15 minutes, about 20 minutes, right?
At 9.
9,
which is 10, which is 10 my time, but 9.
9. So I guess I'm gonna have to give the balloon. No, I said I wouldn't bring the balloons to the race.
I am looking at you hard right now, Marty.
About what?
Oh yeah, I told him. I appreciate him keeping them balloons to himself.
Okay.
No.
Rebel Road. Anyone going to Northeast Whoop Championship?
Hey, did anybody else just have the idea to FPV a balloon?
Just like ride it around, like.
No, like you know how you blow it up and let it go. Just put a little camera on the bottom.
You know what I did. Oh, it's actually blocked up here. Are y'all familiar with the Vapor? It's not the Vapor.
You're talking about the plane that's made out of very light material, extremely light.
It's Hobby Zone or
Park
Park
It's got
Zone
the blinking
or
lights on it.
E-Flight. I have the Night Vapor, which I've had several of the
Yeah.
Vapors. I'm actually going to have a Vapor for sale, probably by the next race that I'll bring. We can fly it around indoors.
That would be awesome.
Once we get the ATM established and set up. But what's cool about that is you can take that Vapor and it's so light. If you get, you know how you can get the canisters of helium like at Costco or Walmart, and you can blow up the large size, it's bigger than your head but smaller than a beach ball balloon. If you blow that up with helium, tie it up and tape it to the leading edge of that wing at the CG, it is just barely negatively buoyant. So you can take that RC plane and fly that. It's a great way to teach somebody how to fly airplanes because you can just fly it around. And of course, it's not going to fly like normal, but it's going to teach them the left and the right. And when they let off, it just slowly drifts back down.
The
of course,
battery,
you can't do it outside. Any wind at all, it'll go crazy. But indoors, that is a hoot. So it
flies a lot longer.
Where you can put those little FPV cameras up on them. They have an FPV Vapor.
Rabble Rotorworks said he did a Whoop blimp. I'd like to hear about that. And Off Grid said he wants to FPV a rock crawler. I've seen people do that before. Me and Steven have talked about something like that. You need a head kicker for those though. You got like a car. You got to be able to move your head.
See the red plane here? Right there is a Jeep. That's a 4-wheel drive Jeep with FPV, kind of like what Steven's got there.
Yeah, that little SC.
You was talking about the blimp. We have a big Christmas party every year for kind of the teachers and the leaders and stuff for church. And one year, y'all remember those sharks They had like Nemo, and they had a shark that was.
Oh yeah, and it
filled up with
swam through the air.
and it
Yeah.
swam.
Oh yeah,
I want to put FPV on one of those
that'd be cool.
and fly that through the church. Let that be an obstacle during a race. Wouldn't that be great?
Yeah.
Or we
That'd
could
be
just set it
awesome.
up where it would put like sensors on it.
Yeah.
You know, like a sensor cell on it. So we just, when it got to a wall, it'd go the other way.
Like a
And just
Roomba.
let it swim.
Like
like
a
a Roomba.
flying
Just let it
Roomba.
swim around the room. Let it swim around the room on its
All
own.
I'd have to do is bring it with the camera on it and show it to Scotty.
Oh, it's
He'll fly it
rest of
for
the
you.
time.
Hey,
Rest of the time it'll
yeah.
be flown.
Oh yeah.
It's like, I'm stuck in the gate again. Scotty, you're not supposed to fly through the gates. Just around.
Yeah.
That would be great. I'm gonna have to look up getting one of those.
Scotty is a freestyle pilot to the bone. We get home around the yard and he's like over, around, through. Like he does not know boundaries. He is a freestyle pilot to the bone, and he is a good one.
And it's all all the time.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like we fix some stuff.
When the weather warms up, we'll let him come outside and let him stretch his legs out there.
You get
flyable helium cars. What is a flyable helium car?
Yeah, that's what I was wondering. Send us a link of that.
Yeah, kids, if you have a link to that on YouTube or whatever, we'll play it.
Yes.
We'll play it.
Yes, would be happy to.
And also, if anybody knows how to get rid of someone claiming your music on Facebook.
Yeah.
My intro, the intro that I do, the intro and the outro on that is me and another friend of mine doing the cover of, because at first when the guy from Ukraine made my intro and outro, it had the actual score from Back to the Future, and they'd copy strike it every time. So I got a friend of mine who plays great lead guitar. I can't play lead. I'm not good at that, but I can play rhythm and I can play the bass. And so we laid down the individual tracks. So what you hear on that, when you hear the guitars and stuff, that's us doing a cover. And some Mario guy from Spain, I was all right with it at first because it got me subs because he has like 2 million subscribers. But now every time, because this is simulcast on Facebook, every time it pops it up there, that's like, oh, this is mine. This is mine. The music part right here is mine.
Crazy.
And unlike YouTube, where if someone puts a strike on mine, I can dispute it and say, no, that's not right. I was looking up today, and you can do it on Facebook, but evidently it's a long process. So
yeah, ridiculous.
Man.
So I mean, that was a squirrel. We were talking about helium cars, wasn't we?
No, that's fine. You brought up a good point, and I'm glad that you brought that up, because isn't that crazy? Anybody out there got any suggestions on how to block that from happening again?
Yeah. Actually, what little bit of research I was doing, it did show a lot of people from different countries claiming, uncopyrighted music as their own on Facebook, and most people just leave it because it's harder to get off, and it's really not causing you anything like a strike. But yeah, if you look at Marty Fat Pastor on YouTube, you'll see that the last couple of ones, this Mario guy just claims that it's his music, and the sound effects that are in there, like the wheels screeching and all of that, that's from LumaFusion, which I have a subscription to that, so it's not them. They don't do it.
No.
So.
And those are certified, able to be used sound effects.
Yeah, yeah, and the music was made in GarageBand.
Yeah.
So.
By you. So.
Yes.
By you.
Yep.
Yes.
Mm-hmm. Me and a friend. So.
And a friend. Yes.
Yeah. All right. Well, I said I was gonna share my. Oh, I did. I shared my screen and I showed that, didn't I? Squirrel. Did you have a freestyle of the week that you wanted to show, Casey?
Sure, I do. Let's see. Actually, let me pull this up, see if this is gonna work. Sure. You didn't show the one of him flying his skirts, did you? Of 8-bit flying his skirts?
Well,
Or did you, sir?
It kind of rings a bell.
Uh-oh. Is that Sister Mary Mangala? I don't know, but the face rings a bell.
Goddess. That's great. Well, then we will use. Okay, I got videos to show right here.
Kiz says there's a link to the helium car thing.
Well, then
on
let's show
Discord.
that. Oh, we need to see that.
You work on that. I'll find it on
He said it's
Discord.
on Discord.
Yeah. All right, let's see.
What's it under? Video links, maybe?
This is, there we go. Send it on Discord. They're usually used for automotive promos.
Which channel on Discord? I'm not seeing it.
Yeah, which one did you send it
Under
to?
video links. I want to mute him for a second.
Let's see.
I see that now, Kiss. I see that. Okay. I'll share my screen, Casey, while you're...
I got. Yeah,
While
you're
you're
good.
waiting.
Go ahead. Go ahead. I've got it now. So whenever you're done, I'm good to go too.
Ciotti peeing in the pool video.
Oh no.
I feel like we need to see that.
That's terrible. Terrible.
Oh, that is exactly what we need.
That's got to be CG. I mean, so it's actually a balloon, right?
You can see the little drivers on the side of it. You can see the little prop drivers on the side.
Oh yeah, I see. Okay, so it's a helium balloon made to look like a real
it's just
car.
a big helium balloon.
And so they're using drone props to control it, to move it.
If I had one of those, I'd probably get arrested because, in Tennessee, I don't know if they still do it, but they used to have this concert called Bonnaroo.
Yeah.
And, where it's kind of like
That's
Woodstock.
awesome.
Wouldn't that be great to fly that over?
That would be
Bonnaroo?
amazing to fly. Yes. It looks so real.
Just helium balloon. Wow.
And it's using 8. I think he's using 8 propellers. Yeah. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8.
See, you can make the vapor fly like that, where it's barely negatively buoyant.
Look at it. It looks so real. It's scary.
Yeah.
If only the tires spin when you set it down. Look at that. That's awesome. Hey, that's pretty cool.
Yes.
I'm gonna need one of those.
Why does Flight Test not have one of those? I agree. Bixler.
I got it.
Y'all know what video? Not that
got a
Flight
3-minute
Test needs
video.
me to plug anything they're doing, but y'all know what video I'm looking forward to is when they finally take that land speeder for a ride. Not because it's something from Star Wars, because I want to see what happens when a dude or two take off in a styrofoam hovercraft they built in the back room of a building out of a rubber boat. They got it like a Target or something. Like, I love Flight Test, and I think they do some great things, but I'm excited to see 2 human beings ride in that thing.
I'll call it now that Stefan will probably be one of the people in it.
Oh, it'd have to be.
I doubt it will be Josh or any of the bigger names in it. Not
No,
that
insurance
Stefan's
would
not
be too
important.
high.
Not that Stefan's not important.
No, you heard it here, folks.
He just seems to be more living on the edge, I guess.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
While we're talking here, we're going to show a freestyle video. The name of this video is Everybody Has Their Favorite Freestyle or Favorite Style. This is by FPV NoobTube channel. So, if you like his video, I will post the link. Hold on, real quick.
Post it regardless.
Let's see. If you like his video, even if not, jump on over there and check out some of his content. He's got some pretty good stuff. Let's see. And now I'm posting I'm gonna hit play there. Y'all got sound?
No.
Well, it's quiet right now.
Yeah, I hear. Yeah, there we go.
Yeah.
Okay.
Music.
Wait, are we gonna get?
It's all right.
It's a 3-minute long video. That's all.
I remember the first time I shot between limbs in a tree. I was so proud of myself.
The first time I did it,
Whenever
it wasn't
you
on purpose.
Oh yeah,
really. I love it. I love tree surfing and all that good stuff. I don't even know what to call it nowadays. I just do it.
I recently learned that
Marcel
my
says
father-in-law.
this guy's not been doing stuff in years.
Right. Yeah, he just popped back up finally. Yeah, Marcel, you know this guy, huh?
Yeah, I've not met Josh face to face, but I've talked to him.
Everybody that has met him or had any interaction said it, he is genuine in real life. Y'all, I promise I haven't been drinking. I don't know why I slurred that so bad. Is as genuine in real life as he seems to appear on YouTube. I have no statements pro that.
He just has a childlike love for flight and the hobby, and has made a very comfortable living and a very lucrative business out of it. And props off to him. I mean,
yeah, it's amazing. Really is amazing.
Buying that golf course was a huge gamble that's paid off.
Yeah, that's very true.
Kamikaze FPV. Where have I seen that before? Kamikaze, have you hung out in the chat with, like, your name seems familiar. Can y'all hear me okay? I got a new mic.
We got you.
Am I too loud? Do I need to turn it down?
You sound fine. You sound fine.
All right, good man.
Oh no! Well, tell him we're praying for him.
Yeah, I'll try to jump over for a little while, Marcel. After we're going to wrap up here in just a little bit, and want to, while we're finishing this up, tell everybody if you have told me that you wanted one of the items, please email me your contact information where I can send that, and I will get back to you on that. So, also, if you would like to, now we have the option. You see it down in the link. If you want to support the channel, there's a link down there to my PayPal. You can buy me a coffee. I don't know anything about that. Somebody else taught me how to set that up. And I guess the way that I know the most about how to support the channel is if you would want to go buy and pick up a t-shirt. There's a Teespring link there where you can get you a t-shirt. Everybody knows that Teespring is a little bit more expensive, or a lot more expensive than what you'd pay for most of them, but you can wear my ugly mug. Or Marcel, you can get a t-shirt of Calvin peeing on the DJI logo. If that doesn't say Marcel off axis, I don't know what does.
Marcel. Hey, what is that? It's a t-shirt. It's all on your name.
That's right. And it's got my ugly mug on the back of it. One of either the new logo or the old one, either one. Or you can just get the Soaky. And so when you show up at the race, you can.
I'm Soaky all the way.
So yeah. Yes, I'm a founding member of Flight Test. I got the hat and the coin. Me and a friend of mine, we planned on going up there right before COVID, when they were putting up the wall with all of the founders' names on it and all of that. And I do plan on making my way up that way. How far is that from you? Yeah, also shorts. Yes. How far is that from you, AA? Where Flight
It's in
Test?
Ohio somewhere.
Yeah, it's in Ohio. it's probably a pretty good piece from him. Yeah, that Peter Streeple, I like him too, or Streeple ever. Flew his homemade craft quad parts. Yeah, he
5
flies all
hours from AA.
5 hours. Okay, it's not too bad.
I think Steven and I looked at going to Flight Fest one time, and I mean, it was a full pull. Like, I wouldn't want to go up there for a day, but
right.
If we were going to stay a day or two,
well, see, I don't know how it is with the. I think it is with the public, but I know that if I wanted to, I could pull my camper up there and I could stay a few days and all of that. As you know, as a founding member, there's some perks. It's not a lot, but I'd even pay for it because they're great guys.
Said he took his son 5 years ago. Was it a hoot? Like, it seems like it. Did y'all fly in that big gazillion airplane fly thing?
Vet City Drones. AA said he took his son 5 years ago. So Kamikaze, were you at the museum race?
Yeah, that's what I was wanting to ask too. That's a good question.
Yeah.
I was wondering about that. What is that even? Is that where?
What?
That's just where we saw them flying through the airplanes.
Okay, that's what I was wondering.
It is an aircraft. I think it might be
museum.
Warbirds or something. Oh, you can also, I don't know if you can see it, but you can also buy a tapestry to go on your wall. That right there was a sample. So they sent that one to me at no charge. So all right, well, we're going to wrap things up, guys. AA said they had a hot air balloon there, and
they flew a whoop inside of it.
Oh, cool!
Wow, I know that at Tiny Whoop, Jesse Perkins was showing one night. I don't remember where he was, but Phil Blaster from our race gets inside of one of those large balloons, like half of his body, and his head's in there, and he's on his phone filming as he's walking around the Tiny Whoop tent inside a balloon. So,
wait, what? When was this?
And Phil's an RN, so we tell people not to let your kids put plastic bags over their head. So if you're watching Phil.
Dude, I'm here to tell you, RNs are some
Do
of the
not
craziest
try this
people
at
I
home.
know. What event was this that Phil is in a balloon walking around?
IO, see, every year at IO, Jesse Perkins sets up a tent, the Tiny Whoop tent, and from my understanding, that's the place to be. Not that IO is not good. Those body balloons. It actually, I'm not gonna say too much about it, but it reminds me of, I think when you click on it after I click on it, Casey, it turns it back off. But
y'all figured that out, did you?
Yeah. I didn't click it that time though.
Well, I'm not clicking on anything.
Those body balloons reminds me of that clip from Naked Gun, where he's got the body condom.
Oh God!
Make it zero. Dayton Aircraft Museum race, Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, Ohio. Yes, that's where they took the bodies from Roswell.
Right
to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base.
What bodies?
Right. Yes, it is. That is correct.
The bodies from the weather balloon.
Yeah, the weather balloon that never existed.
What bodies? There's no bodies.
There was bodies on the last Chinese weather balloon. Or was that from Roswell in 1948? I get them confused.
That was from all of the above. That's why they have Minecraft instead of 2.
Minecraft?
Minecraft instead of 2.
What you talking about, Willis?
All right, guys.
Funny.
We're gonna wrap this show up. Go on over and show Marcel off access and love.
I did. I said I did. I was just saying. I did though.
You ever seen a grown man naked? Joey, you ever hang around the gymnasium? Joey, you like movies about gladiators? Joey, have you ever been in a Turkish prison?
That's yeah. Different.
My pastor at home never shows videos like that.
I'm not. I tell people all the time, I'm not your normal pastor. I'm not.
Amen. Praise God. Hallelujah.
No, we
Serious.
usually chase the drift cars at Beach Bend. Hey.
Oh, Beach Bend. You're not too far.
You're not
Beach
far
Bend,
from us.
Kentucky?
That's right. Hey, that's
you
not
know. Hang on, Singrith, Jim. You're not his son, are you? I know his son flies with him some. At I don't know if it's Beach Bend. I think he flies with them at the Corvette Museum.
You could not pay me money to fly anything inside the Corvette Museum.
Kamikaze, you need to come race with us sometimes.
Yeah, for real. We
Yes,
definitely.
yes. Phil is a new daddy. Yes.
Yeah. Yeah, he put out. He played the new daddy cards like, oh, I can't come race. Whoops.
Yeah.
I got to all be doing daddy stuff. Like,
Yep,
Kamikaze, do I know you by another name from Soki?
By default.
Have I raced with you before? I mean,
have you ever
Kamikaze FPV doesn't sound familiar, but I know Jim Singrith. He does a lot of drift car following, or used to, before he had some health problems up there in Bowling Green, the Corvette plant and all of that. So
yeah, doesn't sound familiar to me.
Hit us up sometime.
I told him earlier that Kamikaze FPV sounded like, I don't know why that struck a chord in my head.
Yeah, it did me too. I was like,
he needs to go to the Ukraine. That's what they're doing there, right?
Oh, okay.
They're taking those FPV
Kamikaze.
Literally the FPV ones and flying them into tents and so
dropping stuff from them with a little $12 drop gadget you buy off of eBay.
Right.
Yeah, it comes with a remote and everything. You can make it drop
if
stuff.
If it works, it works.
It does. Right. It does. Or if it don't.
Double A says sleep is not required much at I.O. So after a day of racing and freestyling, you go whooping in the tiny whoop tent. That's like 4 days long.
No sleep required.
That's why if I went, I would have to take my camper, because like there's I don't know.
There's moments that we would have to take a break. You would.
Showers. I mean, I can go without sleep, but I can't. This is just too much boy here. Be out in the sun, not be able to get it clean. So yeah. Well, I'll leave y'all. We'll leave y'all on that thought.
I'm not thinking about that.
Think about what?
Everybody just had that mental picture. Was like,
yeah.
All right, guys, we're gonna log off for the night. I want to thank everybody for coming out.
Yes.
Pretty interesting seeing TBS products being used in the Ukraine. Oh, okay. So Jim is your husband. Oh, all right.
Oh, wow.
Wow, I didn't know. Do you fly with him?
So
that's
you
awesome.
are a female.
That is awesome. How's it? I've not spoke with him in a while. I know that I think he had some back problems or something like that. Let him know I'm thinking about him, praying for him.
Vet City Drones.
Look forward to racing with him again.
Yes.
So look forward to meeting you sometime. Y'all come down to the race. I think we're going to try if we can get it approved, or if I can get a race, the actual, if you guys see that the actual 8-way, what's it called, race timer from Immersion RC actually goes on sale instead of them just saying they're going on sale, let me know. let me know. I will pick one of those up so we can have with that, we can have a global qualifier. I have all the, if you think I got a lot of tiny wood gates, I've got plenty full-size gates. So dive gates, all that kind of stuff. So yeah, with that, we're gonna close it out tonight. Thank you, Pop's Shop, for stopping by, and Outdoorsman.
Happy to be here.
And we'll
thank you.
Probably next week we'll talk about when would be a good time to have another race.
Yes,
that'd be a good talk.
Yep,
that'd be a great
we'll
talk.
do that. And have a good time with that. So thanks, Casey, for showing up tonight and helping out, and
thank you all for having me.
All of that. I'm gonna log you guys off. Take care,
See y'all.
Scott.
Y'all have a blessed evening.
Thank y'all.
Take care, Casey.
See y'all. Y'all have a good evening.
All right. That's going to do it for tonight. I want to thank everybody. Again, if you were in the giveaway and you did select something for the giveaway, please hit me up. Go back and watch the stream. I'm not going to put that back up. Hit me up for your address and all that, and I'll get that stuff sent out to you free of charge. It's just needs to go to a good home. So wherever you're at, whatever you're doing, and whenever you can, keep flying and rise up and meet me in the air. Thank you.